feel anyway. So we so you know. We always say around the office, you know, we let the game tell us what it wants, and we know people are wanting more and more ways to play the single player content. So we started our design team started down the path with arcade mode, and really just you know we've been kind of working through the process on that. As we when we jump in here, we'll kind of describe how the scoring works, but it's kind of a full new pass on the levels. So we went through and removed a lot of the things that would slow you down, like in any of the big kind of, we don't really have cinematic scenes, but there's a couple times in the game where things kind of slow down a little bit, and you get some narrative delivery from one of the characters. Kind of pulled those things out. Levels that started off a little slower. We created a start line kind of at the beginning of the level.
Just focus on the combat.
Yeah, really a focus on the combat. Like the very first level is a good example. You know, people really have talked about how much they like that first level. So you get you break off the table, and there's some narrative moments and kind of a first arena. But for arcade mode, we start you at the top of the elevator. So you kind of get the 3, 2, 1, and then you're off and running into that second main fight.
How are the glory kills going to work? Because they obviously slow you down a tiny bit, but it probably, I assume, give you points or...
You get medals for them, and it's, I mean, glory kills are such an integral part of like the push forward combat system that, you know, it's how you regain health, so it's still there, but you're being awarded for it just like you are for like direct hits and multi-kills and stuff like that. Kind of, the designers really steered into the stuff that you want to do in the game anyway, so we're not really forcing you to do things that you don't want to do. It's mostly enhancing the feedback for the things that you want to do when you play Doom.
Yeah, it's there's a kind of fundamentally how it works is there's a multiplier that you're trying to build constantly, a score multiplier. Basically, every kill gives you is a set score based on the enemy that you're killing, and then there we go.
Hey, arcade mode.
Yeah. Excellent. So once we get the high sign that we're actually up.
Okay, we're good to go.
Excellent. Can people see this screen?
Not yet, but
Okay.
they will.
Excellent.
All right.
So you can set up your loadout. We'll go through the scoring here in a second. So basically, what this is at the very beginning. I should actually say at a high level. You don't have to complete the game. You don't have to complete a level to play arcade mode. Basically, we're making arcade mode available. So you right from the campaign menu, you click arcade mode, and all of the levels are available. We do allow, so when you go in, you can set up your quote unquote loadout. It's not a loadout that's any different than what you do in the campaign. You just get to choose which mods you want on your guns. For players who are familiar and have played the game, you know that you kind of upgrade your guns throughout the course of the game, and then through the use of them you can master them. And what we've done is taken that power that you have at the end of the game and just brought that right into the beginning of this. So all of your guns that you potentially could have on that level, you have from the very beginning, and they're all mastered.
And the same with all the runes?
Same with all the runes. Actually, you have all of the runes throughout. So you really have this sense of it's been fun because people online have kind of said, I felt like a god when I finished the game.
Oh, yeah.
You get that feeling of being like a god, but you actually get it from the very beginning of each of these levels. So it's really cool. And the way the scoring works, just as an example, so you build this multiplier up that multiplies the value of your kills, and you build it up through various means like doing damage or it drops when you take damage. But you can also build the multiplier up by doing, like, say, collecting pickups. So there's a lot of the things in runes. Let's say like Hugo, I think, has vacuum equipped. And that's great for kind of sucking up the pickups that are around at a further distance, which actually helps keep your multiplier boost. So we've really tried to tune kind of the scoring and the way the runes work to be very complementary. So depending on which rune's selected, you're kind of trading off on different aspects of how you would score. So we'll go ahead and jump right in. This is the Foundry level for people who are familiar with that. You can see kind of the additions from a HUD perspective. That was a multi-kill, getting metals. Yeah, there was a barrel kill, headshot kill. You're getting medals. The medals build on the right hand side of the screen there, and you can see then like the more you collect,
extra life required.
The more you collect in a single kind of a single medal streak, the higher the bonus is. Extra lives are kind of scattered throughout the levels and almost like trick jump style presence. You can see here, building the multiplayer. Yep. That thing that just exploded right there that's kind of sitting there, just picked it up. It says gold relic bonus 75,000 points. Those are score bonuses that are throughout the levels. That when you shoot them, it's like that kind of solid, like a mine sitting in the world. When you shoot it, you basically make the choice to damage it, or if it gets hit through kind of ancillary damage, it explodes and sends a kind of a hell relic any direction within the world. So then you try and pick that up before it deteriorates. It's kind of got like a there's another one of those kind of a deterioration. So there, you kind of hit it. Open up. That one's a moving one.
Doesn't count down all the way. It goes from 32 times.
Yeah, it's kind of got a doubling effect. So it goes from 2 to 4 to 8 to 16 to 32. It deteriorates over time, so you do kind of want to keep pushing through. The white outline around some of the guys like that is if we have since we do kind of have put the pressure on you to keep moving, the final enemies in an encounter will highlight with a white, so you can find them really easily and make sure you don't waste time. You can see there actually, even just for that little moment where he picked the key card off the guy, that's kind of a synced interaction, and we go ahead and stop the multiplier on those.
This is the time when the game forces you to slow down.
Yeah, we don't want to penalize people. Yeah. We actually don't have this Xbox hooked up to the network right now, but we have full friends and global leaderboards for arcade mode, and it notifies you at the top of the screen when you pass your friends, or when you beat your previous. We keep track of your previous high scores on modes or on maps. So you can you get great notifications when you're beating your score, or when you're beating your friend's scores.
Hold on to that multiplier. Let's go up to 64, or is 32 the max?
32 is the max, yeah. But it's been really cool to see, like, trying to keep it at that max is definitely the key. And then getting those relic bonuses, getting your medal bonuses too. Again, the medals stack up there on the left, so we've got like 4 right now. It's been amazing to I've said this several times, but we spent really like the first 5 days after the game launched just watching people play on Twitch. And so it's been kind of one of the inspirations for arcade mode is the game is very watchable, and we feel like the more we can tie in some of these aspects of competition and leaderboards and challenge and really pushing your high score up and up, it's just another opportunity for people to stream the game and kind of have that more social competitive aspect of the experience.
It seems like it would be something that would be worth watching, if even just to get tips on
how
to keep your multiplier up and how to get the bronze medal, the gold medal.
Absolutely, yeah. We actually one of the players we've watched a lot. There's so many really good players out there, but one of the players we've watched a lot is a player named Dracu. It's his nickname. And we. Oh, he missed it! You're lucky you landed there. That quick movement there, that was in-flight mobility. Actually, that's one of the runes that gives you a tremendous amount of air control. It's really, really cool. Very fun. But we actually brought Dracu to QuakeCon in Dallas, our big event there, and had him do a kind of an expert playthrough, a nightmare playthrough, because he was doing one of his speed runs. And actually, that's a good point to make here. Like you can speed run this stuff. We really haven't changed any of that, but you're not going to get the bonuses that you get for actually playing. So yeah, you got to do it with a little flare. You'd obviously it'd be a great way to keep track of time, but the high scores are really going to be dictated by great play. But watching him play, watching these guys and girls play, it really like. They just know the encounters so well, and they're so good with their weapons. It's almost like watching an expert multiplayer gamer play. And again, it's just kind of a super fun way to watch the game. And again, like you said, you get great expert tips.
Metal overload.
Metal overload.
That's gonna be a good bonus.
I like that should be a gamer tag.
But spelled M-E-T-A-L, right? Not M-E-D-A-L. Metal overload.
There we go.
You've got a pretty good run going here, actually. Yeah, it's a good thing to bring up there. The bronze rating. We've got bronze, silver, and gold ratings for the maps that you're always trying to hit. So you know. Big goal is to gold medal all of the maps, and you do that by hitting certain score thresholds. I know I love that.
It looks like there's some weapon specific medals too. Like I just saw the triple hit.
Good observation. Triple hit is so you can get that actually a couple ways. You've got the triple burst on the is one of the mods on the shotgun that he's been using. He just and then the lock on for the rocket launcher is actually that's for the micro missiles. But that's another good example. But the lock on for the rocket launcher actually uses shoots a volley of 3 rockets. So if you get those, you get that triple hit medal as well. And then of course headshot you can get with pretty much any gun. Rockets are a little bit harder to get a headshot with. So yeah, a lot of the medals are tied into weapons or mod combos.
Ooh, are you gonna silver on this?
I already got a silver. Oh no, yeah, I bet with this last battle.
You can do it, you know. And I don't know if we said, but when is arcade mode coming?
Arcade mode's still a little ways out, not too far. It'll be released for free. I actually didn't mention that, just like a lot of stuff we're doing. So if you own the game, you'll be able to download arcade mode. It'll be right in the time frame of the next big multiplayer.
Yes.
Next big multiplayer modes. So we've got deathmatch, deathmatch and private match coming out next week, and then the next kind of update from us, we'll announce a date here pretty shortly. The next big update will have arcade mode and the next the other free-for-all modes for multiplayer. There's 2 other free-for-all modes in addition to deathmatch that will be released in that time frame too. So another big chunk of content. We're actually we'll go ahead and bounce out of this real quick and go to a hell mission. Show a little bit more of what we've got on arcade mode. A lot of people really liked the hell maps. So we're gonna go to Katinger Sanctum, which is really the first time you go to hell in the game. Again, if you haven't if you haven't picked up the game yet and you